Grand Rising and bright blessings to all of my pedal patrons. Welcome to Friday, the first Friday in February. It's the 2nd, 2024. It is Venus Day, and today's numerological energy value is a 3. That carries a lot of divine feminine energy with it, a lot of creativity, and I'm just going to call it mothering energy. And whether you have kids or not, whether you are male or female, it doesn't matter. There's some people that are going to press some buttons to shout out to all the moms that have to endure the back and forth and the back and forth. Today is going to be a very beautiful day because there's a lot of energy in the air because one, it's a portal day, so 2-2. The next portal will be on 2-24-24, okay? So the portal energy leads us into opportunities for receiving uploads, with downloads, and personal DNA upgrades, things of that nature. Huge opportunities for prayers, invocations, and all the other things. And of course, I talked about it yesterday just a little bit that we are celebrating Imbolc. So that is the celebration of the midway point. And so there's a lot of energy that's in the air. However, and you'll see here in the chart in just a second, there's some people that might want to play in your sandbox that shouldn't be in there. So the mantra of the day, honestly, is I am releasing any anger, especially from past situations, so that I can use my energy in the best capacity today. Let's bring up the map and I'll show you sort of what's going on. Well, you'll notice I took the asteroids out today because I wanted to get straight to the point, and they're supporting the conversations just in a different way. So we have 6 main transits that take place today, 4:39 a.m. to 1:39. So yeah, if you go backwards that way. Then what happened was we had this beautiful trine that showed up between the moon and Scorpio, right? And it was bringing in this conversation with Saturn in Pisces. So the water signs, at least those two, sort of getting in harmony today. And anytime we have the moon in Scorpio, it's automatically intense. It just is. That's its job. It's doing its job by bringing things up to the surface. From an emotional perspective, all of these things are going to help support where it is that you can release yourself from any attachment to feeling that you've been restricted, right? Where is it that you know that you can make some of those adjustments and just let it go because it doesn't belong to you anymore? However, we go through this energy of Mercury and Capricorn, also having this beautiful conversation with Neptune in Pisces. And so that's the portion where we want to start talking about organizing those thoughts. And I really can't afford to let this go. This person really isn't going to affect me. You know, you get into those positive thought processes. And then we go into this opposition, 3 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 6 o'clock in the morning. We have this huge gap until we get to like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So this moon in Scorpio having this opposition with Jupiter in Taurus is really going to challenge you to maintain your self-control when it comes to the way that we're trying to regenerate anything that's going on with our resources and how we're trying to expand it, especially financial. I don't normally put financial very strongly in there, but that's going to be one of those things. You've got to control something that's going on within that element for you, okay? And then later on, we're going to have a beautiful conversation where Venus gets involved in trying to assist with how that self-control is being managed within partnerships, whether you're married or it's just business only. She sort of throws her weight around a little bit to try to make sure everybody's getting along as best they possibly can. Then we have a huge square, 3 o'clock this afternoon, all the way to 6 o'clock. And that square is going to be with the sun in Aquarius and then the moon in Scorpio. And so what's going to happen is, this is where people have the audacity sometimes to insert themselves into situations that really don't necessarily have to involve them. They might have the right reason, but the way that people tend to go about it can be a little bit janky, if you know what I'm saying. So this is one of those days where you have to really just go, yeah, I decline. Thank you so much, but I decline. That's gonna be the energy. Then the final thing that shows up is gonna be where Chiron and Aries has its conversation with the moon, but that's gonna be like about 8 to 11 o'clock. It's just another opportunity for you to release that energy, allow yourself to walk away And if you do find yourself in a really weird situation and you are just doing the very best you can, rolling with the homies, so to speak, with the different emotions, at minimum, before you go to bed, make sure that you are releasing yourself from any of those energies that you could have picked up today that have literally nothing to do with you. So take care of yourselves. Understand that it's going to be an intense day, but there could be some really beautiful things that show up, more sextiles than anything else. So opportunities for harmony. Do your best, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Many blessings.